Hi, I'm Warwick and I'm about to do a little update. And actually, it's going to be an update and kind of a warning for the video that I'm going to upload. Now, first of all, as you can see by my lovely picture that I've posted for this video, I'm doing something for what this new, the 21st, the Rapture, end of the world. By the time you're watching this video, technically, if you've ever read the Bible, it's already past Megiddo, which is the last, which is where the Armageddon starts if you read the Bible. Well, anyway, all points aside, I'm going to say this outright. The LP I do of Let's Play the Bible game is actually ahead in the numbers that I was doing, in the random numbers that were given to me by friends, people on YouTube, otherwise. Frankly, it came up, it surprised me, and when it comes to things like this, I personally am not a Christian, and I think the whole thing, despite my opinion, is really ridiculous. And you know, as far as subscribers go, you can choose not to watch, and everybody has their own freedom of opinion, whatever. That's what YouTube's for. You know, if you unsubscribe from me because you don't like my views on Christianity, well, everybody who's Christian has a different ideal of what Christianity is. I may not be a Christian and I have different opinions. And if you don't like other people's opinions and you don't like them because of their opinions, then sometimes that can be a little silly. I mean, in a way, it is hypocritical to me because I am not a fan of Christians. But, I don't see a problem with it because I wouldn't unsubscribe from someone because they're a Christian if I still thought they were funny. So, I mean, I'm not saying, oh, like, I'm afraid people will unsubscribe. No, I'm saying that I know it's going to offend somebody. I mean, if you could post up any video and it offends people, there's a family that's upset about Portal 2 because they thought it was, oh, said all these things about being adopted. Oh, so horrible. Well, whatever. Everyone's going to have their opinions, positive or negative. Now, I'm putting up the Bible game early only for the reason that we have this whole, oh, the apocalypse is coming, like the rapture, is on its way. And, yeah, if you're watching this, it didn't happen. So, furthermore, to go into it, I've grown up around this kind of crazy Christian cult stuff and seen a lot of crazy Christians who preach on the streets and stuff, and I've made comments about them before. But this group spend all their millions to basically embarrass themselves. Wholeheartedly embarrass themselves. I really wish that, like people who make the troll joke, that, if you make a prediction about the end of the world, you have to sign over all of your stuff the day before you declare the apocalypse is happening, and all your followers, over to anybody else, anyone who's not part of it. And no signbacks. Like, you have to give up all your material things. If you make such a crazy prediction. So, yeah, I think that should be a policy, because all these people, they bring up these scares, they try to convert people, and then it ends up to be this whole big embarrassing affair. I mean, if you're none the wiser and you think, oh my god, it's Y2K, it's Heaven's Gate, oh, it's, the Rapture, it's all these things. All these people have some sort of agenda with the world ending, and they have since, I think the earliest recorded one was in the mid-1700s, where people believed that the rapture was coming. And they also believed then that it was the end of days. Now, when I was, younger, and it was the 80s, everyone believed that the 80s were the end of days. And really, they were just the end of CFCs and hairspray. But, and then we had the 90s, where there were groups like Heaven's Gate, who committed a massive Jonestown suicide over believing that a comet was a UFO piloted by Jesus or something like that, and that when it passed by, if they committed suicide, then it would take them to heaven. These kind of cults and these kind of behaviors happen all the time. People like the idea of the end of the world. They really do. And they like to believe that they're special, and they're like exempt from whatever apocalyptic theory that they come up with. And they put money behind it, and people fall for it. There are people who gave money to groups like Heaven's Gate, and it really is kind of sad. So, you can see why I draw my opinions. Now, second off, I've read the Bible. I've read, I think, 3 different versions of the Bible, and I have gone to things like youth group. because it fascinated me. I wanted to understand it. So I went there and I've read the Bible, and the Bible is like 98% nonsensical garbage. Who cares what Hebrew king married what queen, and then nobody cares. And the few people that do care are a tiny minority, even of religion itself. But reading the Bible and then doing the Bible game, which you'll see is nothing but obnoxious Bible questions, that oftentimes it's misrepresented and it's certainly done poorly. You can even take a laugh at it, even frankly, if you're a Christian and you can't take a laugh at it, that shows that there's something a little wrong with you. I mean, if you can't at least poke a little humor at something, obviously something's not right. And that's my opinion on things like that. So I'm just letting you know, if you're easily offended, don't watch it. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So yeah, I guess I don't have anything else to say other than don't watch this if you're easily offended. But that pretty much goes for all my videos. So that's all for this. So I'm Mark Dice. See you later.